Hello and welcome to my channel. Now if you're new here, consider subscribing for weekly Genshin videos and some other additions. Guys, today I wanted to talk about the Spiral Abyss, and if you're struggling to clear it, just like how, and some tips like how to clear it and how I cleared it. So here is me actually just trying to get the maximum stars I can get, because at level 27 I got stuck on the Spiral Abyss, and you know what, it's okay to get stuck, because then you can learn from your mistakes and you can improve. But what you should work on if you are stuck is just getting the maximum amount of stars that you can possibly get, because you get these Primo Gems from the Spiral Abyss, and they are also wishes, also known as wishes. So I think it's actually very valuable to do this, because hey, when the new units come out, you can actually summon them if you save up this currency, or if you want to like summon straight away, that's completely up to you. But this is the team that I used for just like collecting every single star that I possibly could. Even though I was struggling at this time, and this at level 27 I didn't actually have much going for me. So this is the team I used. Pyro and just Pyro. Pyro damage is boosted here. So I needed to use Junling. Luckily enough, I actually already pulled Junling. So in this video I'm actually using her. I guess if you don't have Junling yet, then you're probably using like Amber, which is also decent, but not much recommended. People will use it just because it's strong, right? Let's just say that. People will use it just because it's strong there. But Amber isn't the best unit. As we all know, she is the bottom of the tier list. So I do recommend, if you are stuck here and you've got every single star, then I recommend just going back, doing a bit of story or world quest for a bit, leveling your characters and your weapons so you can do the maximum damage. Also, if you're struggling to like level your characters, there are some other stuff which I'll show later in the video to boost your characters very fast, but it also costs resin. I'll get into that later. So for this part I'm literally just trying to clear it as fast as possible, because I know that with the stars and everything you actually have to clear in specific time limited things. Boom, get 3 stars, move on. It's that simple. Oh yeah, don't forget to claim as well. If it does kick you from the room, it's completely okay, because it will still be like a message will come up saying abandon challenge, and you press yes to abandon if you've already completed the floor, and then you claim your rewards. Kind of self-explanatory, but when it happens to you, you'll be a bit confused at first, because when it happened to me, I was confused. It's like I went in the room, I completed the room, and then it kicked me without like doing anything, without showing what happened next. On to the next one. So on floor 2 I didn't actually get 3 stars, so I went back to chamber 2, chose a team. This one, Craro damage is boosted, so I had to use KR. He's the only ice person I have, right? So I have to utilize that. Remember, utilize everything the game gives you. I'll bring this up a couple times in the video, right? Just remember this. Also, if you don't have Junling, she's actually very good. So I do highly recommend actually trying to clear floor 3, chamber 3 in the Spiral Abyss. Boom, we managed to get 3 stars here. We move on to the next part. Let's go. Luckily but sadly, I was actually able to get like 4 constellations on my Junling. So she's actually like kind of strong at the moment. If you want to know more about the constellations, just leave a comment below and I'll show you and I will talk about it. But yeah, again here we're clearing very fast, and we're just trying to like beat the time here, because we want to get the max stars as possible, clear as much monsters as possible. I know using ult straight away probably isn't the best thing to do, but these stages could actually be quite long, since like the slimes jump up in the air and stay there for a little while. and you need like a fischl or someone with a bow to hit them, or amber or something, but amber's not really going to do much damage. So yeah. Oh, this guy is so annoying. Like, he will freeze you again and again and again. And this is probably the reason why you won't clear straight away, or you won't get the maximum stars, because this guy is just sitting there freezing you and laughing in your face. Remember how I said the Spiral Abyss just like kicks you without saying anything? Like, this is exactly what I was talking about. So I got tongue tied there. This is exactly what I was talking about. It kicked me and I didn't know like what happened. I don't know if I cleared it. I thought the game fully restarted. I was like, yo, what's happening right now? But luckily enough, it's just kicked me out the Spiral Abyss thing because I cleared it. That's literally the only reason why it does it. But it's just a bit weird. Of course, again, same as before, it will say abandon challenge or continue. I cleared the stage already, so I didn't need to continue it. But wait, I think I actually had to do this one twice. But I won't torture you guys by showing you. So on to the next part of the video, which is in fact artifacts. Now artifacts actually play a huge role, and descending. We'll talk about ascending later. Artifacts actually play a huge role. I looked at my KR to see he had no set bonuses. Now you need two sets and one set. You have 5 slots for artifacts, so use those wisely. There are guides with what to put on specific people, but I'm not going to cover that today. I went back to the Spiral Abyss. I think I was actually stuck here, but I wanted my stars, so I tried to get them and tried to clear them as fast as I possibly could. Managed to get 3 here. Boom, let's get it. We got that reward right there. Yeah, don't forget to claim the rewards at the end either. They will actually in fact come in handy. Swirl is more powerful here, so I'm utilizing 2 kind of methods where, one, you spam AoEs, you spam your skills, and if you see you're doing enough damage to actually kill the enemy, then you can literally just try and spam as much as you can. But the other method I'm using is actually edging the enemies, because they will take full damage, which is actually deadly for them. Now these guys are fairly tanky. As you can see, I'm trying to output as much damage as physically humanly possible, along with cooldowns and stuff. We only managed to get 2 stars there, but that's completely okay. That's completely okay. We can progress. And I guess I was a little bit angry because that's like when I first started recording the video, and I was like, man, I really wanted to make it to floor 3 chamber 3, but there are other things that you can do. This Blossom of Wealth actually gives you Moira, and the water one actually gives you books, like sorry, excuse me, it gives you like 13 to 15 books. So I actually recommend doing at least 2 of these daily, and then you have a nice like stack of books just in case you pull a new unit. I went back to the Abyss after leveling. I don't know if you noticed that jump there, but I went from level 27 to level 32, and then I finally came back here. Sorry guys. The buffs, make sure you utilize the buffs, guys, because using the right buff will actually really help you. It will really help you. So this one, I had to clear this stage here. If you want to skip to the end of the fight scene, that is the time that you just saw. So again, just clearing as fast as we possibly can, trying to use all of the DPS that I possibly can from fischl and her bird together, as well as Sucrose and her swell. I don't even know what it's called. I'm just gonna call it a swell. Notice how I'm trying to aim my tornado off of the actual platform. So if there's any monsters in the tornado, it will throw them off. if you're unlucky and you only have the Traveler as your main swell unit, that can still work. We just need to probably focus his weapon a bit more. My Sucrose, I focus her weapon for like quite a while, and her weapon's actually like level 50 now, so that's nice because you do additional damage. Right, I am gonna put a timestamp on the next fight one. If you wanted to watch it, I do recommend watching it if you are struggling, because it does kind of like show how to group enemies up and throw them all off, or group enemies up and kill them all at once, even though they do walk away from you. So here it gets long. As you can see, the levels get higher and it gets harder, so people are bound to struggle a bit more. The change was a bit fast. Sorry about that. The change was a bit fast. Sorry, I lost my trail of thought there. I just got a phone call. Managed to clear floor 1, chamber 3. Floor 2, chamber 3, sorry. With 2 stars. That's okay. Remember, if you're struggling, do not skip this part, but there is a timestamp there if you do want to skip to the end of the fight scene.
Another test subject.
So these guys, they're called the adventurers. Wait, the treasure hunters, treasure hoarders. Why did I forget that? They're called the treasure hoarders, and they fully walk away from you when you're attacking them. Sucrose actually almost died there, which would have been very bad. But we have Barbara. Make sure you have a healer, because they do 1, they hit hard, and 2, they run away from you. Barbara is great. You get her at event rank level 20 for free. So literally just get to level 20, boom, you have a Barbara, and try and put her on the right artifacts that boost her HP. I put mine on Adventurer, but I'm not saying that that's the best thing to do. These guys are actually really tanky. You can see like time is slowly going down. I was so cautious of the time, and I was like, I just didn't want it to run out. And basically my abilities couldn't come back fast enough because I was changing so quickly. But because of the elemental mastery plus 80, I got my things back so much faster, and I managed to get 3 stars. Plus we got that artifact like box at the end on the right. We've got the artifact box, so what you do is you click it and you open it and it gives you a free artifact. On to the next one, floor 3, chamber 3. Now this one is actually quite easy, but if you're struggling again, just try avoiding hits. Don't get stuck in corners, because if this rune guard spins, it will really hurt you. I have a funny video coming up soon of like all of the fails and everything. Hopefully you'll be inclined to watch that. Again, like you can see me fully running away from his spin, because it just sucks you in and does stupid, ridiculous damage. I'm trying to utilize the swirl effect, because the swirl is super like strong here, and I've got like the buff as well to buff my damage. Oh, I'll tell you a little bit about when I got stuck by the rune guard spin. So basically he started spinning and he probably wiped out about 4 of my team. Like he wiped about, like, sorry, 3 of my team, and Barbara was on 1 health. But luckily we had Barbara, we revived everyone by literally just running away. We managed to clear out a 3 stars. Hey, let's go. We can actually go to chamber 4. Let's go. Again, the end of the fight scene is shown there, so just skip to that part of the video if you want to see them. But this is floor 4, chamber 1. I actually had to use Lisa here. I really kind of like her because her AoE, she fights kind of strange, but her AoE is actually very well utilized here. you can use it very, very good. And you can combo it with Sucrose's thing to be OP, and you'll clear quickly. Well, ish. Again, we need to come back to this. We'll probably like level at some point to do maximum damage. The right buffs. This one you have to actually like defend the crystal in the middle. And if it takes too much damage, then you won't get any stars. Unluckily. If you can hear that background noise, I'm actually so sorry. Yeah, so this one is actually like, it doesn't start hard, but then when everything starts attacking the crystal, you realize how squishy the crystal actually is, and you can't heal it with your Barbara. Of course, that would be broken, but it would be so cool if you could heal the crystal with a healer in your party. This Abyss Mage is so annoying. He will freeze you at least 10,000 times. So just try to avoid the icicle throws. He literally just done one. And try to not get wet by his bubbles. But the thing is, if you have someone that's water in your party, you're bound to be frozen. I was focusing this Abyss Mage because he started focusing the crystal. You might see me get stuck here, or maybe once. Or did I just kill him straight away? I was annoyed at this point. I was just like, this guy needs to go. Yeah, I got stuck in the bubble. The bubble does so much damage. I'm surprised he hasn't been nerfed yet. We managed to get 1 star. We managed to get 1 star. That's enough to move on to the next stage. And we skip here just to show you the achievement. On the last one, we actually got 3 stars. I think Barbara actually soloed it. I think Barbara actually soloed it because Barbara is water, and water is effective to ice. At the end, don't forget to claim, guys. Claim your Zhanling. And consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.